I'm your host, Logan23. You're joining me for Chapter 14. You continue to bawl after Alyssa's toast, too sad to be embarrassed. Walking around the table, Emma leans down and gives you a tight hug. I don't think I can move on. I'm so confused. I can't trust him, but I miss him so much. Let's take you home. You go home early with Alyssa and Emma. The others stay and finish their meals upon your insistence. I'm sorry. I just couldn't hold it back anymore. We all deserve a breakdown every now and then. But just think, Catherine, you're free. You got your end of the deal. It's done. It doesn't feel like it's over. It doesn't have to be, Catherine. You say that, but how am I supposed to trust him again? He lied to me from day one. I mean, not really. He said you'd get the money. I mean, he just didn't say exactly how. Like, he had to sell the story. I mean, unfortunately, that's because his boss is a complete a-hole, and she put that down on him because he got fired. Think about that. And I believe in him the whole time. I'm so gullible. I should have figured out everything was too good to be true. And even if we got together, how do we rebuild that trust? How can I trust my own judgment around him? Both of your sisters stare at you sadly. Well, you need to forgive Aidan and yourself. Or you can just forgive yourself and cool with the writing that jerk off. But hey, you don't need to decide anything yet. Or at least not tonight. Alyssa's right. Emma looks around the room, her eyes landing on a pile of board games in the corner. I left Boggle here from last time. Let's play it. No, not tonight. No, I'm not in the mood for anything right now. I think I'll try to sleep. But thanks, both of you, for seeing me home. Are you sure? We can spend the night here with you. I'll be fine. After a moment of hesitation, your sisters each give you a hug and see themselves out. The next day, you head over to your dad's country golf course. He searches through the 6th hole, looking for lost golf balls. In his hands are a pair of high-tech, military-grade goggles. He gestures with them proudly. Designed specifically to find golf balls. So, most people go to the golf course to play golf and smack the balls around. You go to collect the balls. Okay. Dad, what is with you obsession and finding golf balls? After your mother died, I needed an obsession. Stand in silence for a moment as he fiddles with the goggles. Hey, I heard you hit it off last night with, what was her name? Evelyn? We did. Who knew that Bertha's matchmaking could actually lead somewhere, huh? I need to clear the air. I'll talk to him about the shelter. So, are you still upset with me about leaving the shelter? No. Stops toying with his goggles and looks at you squarely. In fact, I owe you an apology. I was being selfish. And you've been very responsible. I shouldn't have assumed you were gonna drop everything. I mean, you turned around and saved the whole shelter. I'm very proud of you, honey. Thanks, Dad. When I met Evelyn last night, I realized I just didn't want to be alone. But you know, if things don't work out between you and Evelyn, I'll still be fine then. You're sure? I'm a big boy. Alyssa showed me that app you used, Kindling. I could get on that. Maybe lose a couple pounds, slick back my hair, spray some mint spray. He mimics slicking back his hair and spraying a smile to a chuckle. It could be fun. My question is, are you gonna be fine? You look away from your dad's concerned stare and shift your feet. Maybe. I don't know. My back's killing me. Let's sit on the bench under the oak tree and talk. Two of you move over to the shaded bench and sit down together. Your father looks straight ahead with a slight smile on his face. You know, your mom used to get mad at me. I never saw you guys fight. We always held off when you kids were around. But boy, did she have a temper, and she didn't forget things easily. I remember the good times. Like you guys would dance in the kitchen. Oh, yeah. You know what I was doing there, don't you? What? I wanted to keep her from cooking. If we danced long enough, we'd have to get takeout. That's awesome. You can't be serious. Oh, well, on meatloaf days, it was true. Oh, yeah, I remember the meatloaf. It was terrible. You both share a laugh. It trails off into a memory-filled silence. But really, I love dancing with her. It's always cheered her up. She was a sucker for me. And I was a sucker for her, too. Neither of us was perfect by a long shot. We don't love someone because they're perfect. Voice trails off expectantly, and he looks at you from the corner of his eye. I've never had a chance to talk to Dad like this, so I'll keep my thoughts to myself. You look down at the ground beneath your feet and bite your lip. Catherine, I can't tell you what to do because I'm not you. Puts his heavy arm over your shoulders. But we can all tell you miss him terribly. That says something right there. Love is a force of nature. Whether you give in or resist, love persists. Lean your head back on his shoulder. You both look out onto the horizon. Days pass, and you find yourself stuck in a limbo between not knowing what to do with the pet shelter or Aidan. And here I am at a baby shower. Actually, I was a bridesmaid at the expectant mother's wedding months ago. At least there's no bouquet of to lose now. Different event, same faces. You spot a particular familiar face marching over to you. Oh man, here comes Auntie. I'm so not ready for this. You bite into a baby-faced cookie and try to avoid making eye contact with Aunt Bertha. She looks at you with an expression of exasperated disbelief. Catherine, what are you doing here? I'll play dumb. Maybe she'll go away. I'm back from my trip, Aunt Bertha. Remember? God, if only that worked with all of the elderly, like family members. I may be in my 70s, but I can still remember a few days ago. The love of your life is in New York. What are you doing in Cincinnati still? Oh, but we're not, nonsense. You were crying your eyes out over him at dinner in your honor. You've got a music career to launch and a man waiting for you. But you're still here on the sidelines. You gotta grab life by the balls, or it will pass you by. What's holding you back? What's holding me back from seeing Aidan? My lingering doubts. I don't know, Aunt Bertha. There's still so much that we haven't figured out between us. Then figure it out. I went all over the country to date 50 complete strangers. What's stopping you from going to see the man who holds your heart? You look around at the bland baby shower, finally feeling like you've woken up. She's right. What am I doing here? Nothing is holding me back. You grab your purse and spring up from your seat. You walk over to give Aunt Bertha a hug. Thank you. My pleasure. Go get him. Aunt Bertha sips her tea victoriously as you spin around and dash her out the door. Within an hour, you pack up your things and Sparky, catching the next flight out to New York. Oh, we couldn't find Sparky at home yet? Damn. Grab a taxi. When you arrive, the driver places your bags and Sparky's wheelchair into the trunk. As you ride into Brooklyn, Sparky sits on your lap and hangs his head out the window. Wow, the city is so huge. I'm glad I kept the letter Aidan sent me, or else I'd never be able to find his address. The driver drops you off at a corner street. Too early. You're lost. Okay, according to my phone, his place should be this way. You strap Sparky in his wheelchair and roll your luggage down the street. Your heart starts to race as you turn the corner. And you see the row of brown stones where his home must be. Well, Sparky, this is it. You think I made the right choice? Doggies is so hard. I'll interpret it as... I smell steak. Okay, I get it. Dogs have other priorities. But I'm glad I brought you anyway. Try to walk confidently as possible down the street to his house. I will conduct myself with elegance and grace. I will conduct myself with elegance and grace. Stop in front of one of the houses. This is it. It looks nice inside. Walk up to the steps and press the doorbell. Seconds later, you hear footsteps approach. Instead of Aidan, however... Yes? I should have known. Such an idiot. I'm sorry, I made a huge mistake. You turn away and walk down the steps devastated. No, I can't let go. Not yet. Turning around, you run up to the steps and shove your foot in the door just as it's about to close. You know what? No. You may have all the things men want, like long legs, perfect skin, but you will never love him the way I do. I love everything about him. I love that underneath his idiotic jokes and bloated ego, he's actually a teddy bear. I love that he's addicted to chapstick and smiles in his sleep. And I love that when I'm with him, the world just seems brighter and... Hey, my jokes are pure genius. You whirl around to see Aidan come out the building next door. I think you have the wrong apartment. Scooping Sparky up, you rush over to Aidan and hug him. Sparky, sensing that your joy, is beside himself with happiness and licks Aidan. Ruff! Aidan laughs and takes Sparky from you. So, this is Sparky, huh? Nice to meet you, buddy. God damn it, that dog is so damn cute. Aidan sets Sparky down the ground before turning to regard you. What took you so long? Really? That's the first thing you have to say to me. Oh, come on. Slap him? I want to kiss him. I want to slap him at the same time. Oh. God damn it. If this is... Damn it, I don't know which. I'm hoping this is an illusion of choice, you know? But... kiss him. I'd expect something more like this. Throwing your arms around his neck, you raise yourself up to your tiptoes and kiss him. He's just as you remember. All minty soft lips and rough bearded jaw. Aidan wraps his arms around your waist, lifting you off the ground and spinning you in place. You can hear Sparky barking happily as he chases your feet. This feels like coming home. Aidan sets you back onto your feet, but you don't let him go. Pulling his head down to continue your kiss, he doesn't seem to mind. Eventually you hear a cat call from across the street. You grin against his mouth and let him loose. I'm not sure I count that as human speech, but I'll take it. Aidan is still panting as he looks down at you. I missed you more than anything. But let me repeat, what took you so long? You pause to collect your thoughts as you and Aidan sit on the stoop. It took a lot for me to get here and speak with him in person. How should I explain myself to him? I'll be direct. Aidan, when you're charming, you melt my heart, but I ache at the same time. Because I don't know if I can believe you. You lied to me, and I'm not talking about little lies, but whoppers that eat away my trust. I mean, if you tell me you're not going to spy on my dates, and then you turn around and record them, that's betrayal. Oh, shut the f up! Just stop it! That is childish petty shit right there. Aidan clasps his hands together and bows his head. You're right. He inhales. I'm going to say something that isn't going to make me look good. And it may not make you feel better, but it is the truth. When I first saw you killing Profile, I thought, wow, I can use her to get the great story. I was thinking only of myself, as usual. Aidan's gaze continues unfocused as his thoughts turn inward. At first, only the story was important, not honoring the deal we had or anything else. And then we met, and started spending time together, and things changed. The story faded into the background. He pauses and twists his body to face you. I got a chance to see the real Catherine, the klutz, the goofball, the girl who didn't know how to dress, the bleeding heart champion of homeless pets with disabilities, the loyal daughter and sister. The more I saw, the more I was drawn to you. Then I saw you sing for the first time. You radiated with such joy. I saw that you had dreams, real talent. Feeling a brush on your wrist, you look down to see Aidan's hand gently wrapping around yours. Suddenly, I wanted more than anything to help you achieve those dreams and share your talent. And that's when the date started to feel like torture. But my pride, my ego, whatever got in the way of telling you, and I mean rejection would have crushed me. He looks away again, but your hand is still tightly, almost desperately gripped in his. I couldn't risk it, so I went with what I knew. Getting what I want without the thought of anyone else, being an asshole, in other words. Aidan lets out a long breath, and he looks directly into your eyes, his face twisted with misery. I thought it was all harmless, until I saw how much I'd hurt you. I mean, the guy's being real right now. The guy's being real. God damn it, I swear to God, if this is illusion of fucking choice. Think about it, this is 17 ads we have to watch. Okay, I wouldn't have come all the way out here if I didn't want to give you a chance. That's all I'm asking for. Actions will speak louder than words. He pulls your hand towards his mouth and kisses your fingers. Smiling faintly, you lean forward and brush your lips over his cheek. Hey, I've got an idea. Can we take a spin in your Thunderbird? I know you prefer not to drive it, but I'd like to see more of Brooklyn while it's still light out. Aidan is quiet for a moment. I sold it. What? But that was your pride and... Oh. The shelter? He looks at you, his eyes crinkled with a tender smile. My life took a turn. A wonderful one. The strange thing is, as much as I wanted you back, even if that didn't happen, I was shocked that I have no regrets about it. I wanted to help you save the shelter, whether you came back to me or not. Maybe under all the bluster and assholery, there's something redeemable. Top that, Jason and Chance. Stop while you're ahead. How did you find out about the adoption event anyway? Your Instagram page. What? When did I have a... Oh, listen, Emma, I'm gonna kill you. You both laugh and keep kissing on the porch. Since he doesn't have a car, I'll ask Aidan to show me his place. Show me the city anyway. You pull away from Aidan, slyly as Sparky crawls into your lap. Well, what does a girl have to do around here to get a city tour? I can introduce you to the delights of the metro. Aidan looks down at Sparky. Actually, I know a pet-friendly bar that does karaoke nights. Press your face against his neck and smile. That sounds perfect. 6 months later. Stucky, opening night. In one hand, you hold your guitar ready to perform for your first major gig in the other. You ready? Squeezes your fingers reassuringly. With you by my side, I'm ready for anything. You and Aidan walk onto the performance hall, your name above in bright, shining lights. The end. That was beautiful, actually. People told me it was gonna suck. Well, that's why you save your diamonds for the final chapter. No, that was actually really beautiful. That actually really was. So let me pull this back up here for you guys. So we've got Tyler, kiss me. Kiss me, I'm Irish. Come on now, lass, kiss me. For completing chapter 14. Did you ever think maybe they're not good enough for you? Not the other way around. Again, I kind of liked him from the get-go. Like, not the whole him and he was with the kind of slutty kind of chick, and then he was, I mean, they weren't really in a relationship, but he kind of was stooping to women. Basically, I enjoyed it. So now to have a heart-to-heart with you guys. It's been a long journey, hasn't it? So I'm going to, for the weekend, contemplate this. I think I'm done with chapters. Like I said, I'm gonna contemplate it over the weekend. But it's been a lot of fun. I mean, again, I really enjoyed this book. There's sometimes that emotions can overwhelm me. In chapter 13, it was about, here she was so hopeless, right, for the saving the shelter, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the article came, and she had been trying and trying and trying and trying, and she had ran out of ideas. And I feel like that's what's going on with my channel. I have been trying so desperately to provide you guys and entertain you guys, and bring you guys variety, bring you guys entertainment. And I kind of feel like I'm the homeless shelter. And you guys should really join our Discord. I go in more into detail there. But things are not doing so well for me. Again, I like making you guys laugh. I like making you guys enjoy the videos and stuff. It's just things. I mean, I sit here from morning to night. I mean, it's right now 4 o'clock in the morning. Doing content and multitasking my special needs brothers, and I try and get it out there ASAP. And then I also do the voicing that no one else does. And it's just, then I sit there and I'm like, okay, community, like, is this thing on? I mean, that's how I feel. I feel like a comedian or someone on the stage with a light on you, and you're trying to do your thing, and I don't know, it's just very hard. Like I said, I explain it more in grave detail, and I don't want to rant here at the end, but I explain it a little bit more in graver and bigger detail in our Discord, of just some of the issues I've dealt with lately. And whoever, if you're out there and you think being a YouTuber is glamorous, it really isn't. It really isn't. Yeah. So, well, let me know in the comment section below whether you enjoyed the book or not. Like I said, please do like and share the video. It does help. And without further ado, I'll catch you guys tomorrow for choices. Peace out.